So in this video, we're going to introduce probability. This will be helpful if you're recapping it in year 7 or for LANTITE, or if it's the first time that you've seen it. So the difference between probability and chance is the following. Chance refers to the occurrence of events or outcomes due to its unpredictability, but we use words to help us describe chance, so such as impossible, likely, even chance, certain. Whereas probability is where we're expressing it as a ratio or a fraction between a number of 0 and 1, okay, with 1 being 100% chance of it happening. So quite often what happens is people are asked to show the probability, but they write a word, but we don't want to use a word for probability, we use word for chance. So let's look at how we can write probability with numbers. So as mentioned, although probability is still looking at the likelihood of something happening, it is often written as a ratio or most commonly a fraction. So the fraction will be as follows. On the top will be your number of desired outcomes, and on the bottom will be the total number of outcomes. This fraction will still be between 0 and 1. So say if we got something such as 0 out of 5, that would be equivalent to 0, which is impossible. Whereas if we got something such as 7 out of 7, that would be equivalent to 100% or 1, and hence would be certain. Let's have a look at a few examples together. So in this scenario, we've got 5 coloured marbles in a box, and we want to find the probability of randomly choosing a green marble, also assuming that they're all the same size, and hence each ball has an equal chance of being taken. So using the formula / fraction we're given, on the top we want the number of desired outcomes. So on the top will be the number of green marbles, and on the bottom will be the total number of marbles there are. So the probability is 3/5, and the reason being there are 3 green marbles that you can choose, and there are 5 marbles in total. Just make sure you read the questions carefully, because in this scenario we want the probability of not picking a blue marble. So we've changed the colour, but we also want the probability of an event not happening, which is sometimes called the complement. So in this scenario here, it's going to be 4 on top because there are 4 marbles which are not blue. And on the bottom it is 5 again because there are 5 marbles. You could use the fact that the probability of an event happening and the probability of an event not happening should add up to 1, or in this case we just counted the marbles which were not blue. Whilst it is probably most common to express a probability as a fraction, you could give it as a decimal or a percentage, or even a ratio as well. We'll cover decimal and percentages in this slide here. So there's 15 out of 20 pins which are black. Just imagine that's the scenario. So the probability of getting a black is 15 over 20. So we've been writing it as a fraction, which is 15 over 20. You can quite often get asked to simplify. So that simplifies to 3/4 if you divide both top and bottom by 5. If we want to convert it to a decimal, 3/4, 3 divided by 4, or 15 divided by 20 would give you 0.75. And as a percentage, if you did 3/4 or 15 over 20 times 100, it would give you 75%. You might find it easier to get 75% first and then know that 0.75 as a decimal. It's entirely up to you, but hopefully you can see here how we can still express this probability in 3 different formats. As a ratio, if we were doing 15 pins which are black, it would be 15 black, 5 not black. So you can express it in all these different formats. Hopefully this helped you out. If you did, please support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. I wish you all the best.